A big welcome to you, Libra. The sun now in Virgo. The introspection, the looking within. Planet Mercury is ruling this sign. And Virgo is right before you, right? In the follow up of the sun. The sun comes then after you into your spot. When we look at the sun, behind it is then that zodiac sign. So the sun highlighting now you, the moon is in your sign. And when these two come together, there is a very powerful energy of from within I find the balance to be just. Of course, it's justice, or Aleister Crowley calls it rather preciseness. And we have to be precise when we are tiptoeing, when we hold ourselves, we account it to ourselves of all the things that we do or don't do, right? So the balance of this scale is at her fingertips. The scale is not attached to nothing. She's not attached to nothing. The only thing she's attached to is the sword, the clear thinking, that moment of precise, here I am, as a feminine energy, because this is Venus in her power, right? She is very powerful, the female, and of course here the balance, and here the people. So all these signs are actually a path of the soul, and here the Virgo comes back up at the mountain and is actually looking at itself and seeing itself from the past and the future in this present moment. Right here in the center is where we find who we truly are. So when the sun highlights the moon, which is now again waxing, it's getting slowly bigger, it's just still this little crescent moon. We are looking deep within where we are, or how just or how precise or how clear can we be with ourselves. You are the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is holding also the sword that is pointing down here to the third eye, right? It's almost like a jewelry at her crown. The original card, she also wears a crown with 3 points, which is in a way connected to the Empress. So here you are with a butterfly crown, sitting, looking forward, saying, here are my emotions, and that stops right here. Here I go and look forward. I want to go to the places. Now, between the September 12th or the August 12th is the date where this court card is ruling those who have her birthday then. You are a cardinal sign, and of course you are air. Your Venus, planet Venus, is connected to you, the 7th house, which is all about relationship, partnership, right? A ship is a ship that's sailing forward. And of course, you are the one that's diplomatic, you're the one that is connecting, you are also a judge, and of course, you are a bridge and a problem solver, right? A bridge maker. So I have already the oracle card and 6 of the tarot cards here. I just want one mystical shaman card to see what is the message. Your body part are the hips and the bladder and the kidneys. You are connected to the endocrine system, and you are connected to the food category that has fat in it, because you're so light, so you gotta compensate. And here is the card. Wow, beautiful. You got the moon cycle, as you can see here. It's what happened next month. You have the new moon in your sign. And in the new moon, you can plant a seed, and then in your opposite sign, which is Aries, you will have your full moon. So there is a cycle announcing itself to you already now in this reading is telling you the next month you will be in the new moon, the moon that we don't see. And now it's slowly again getting bigger. The number is 1037. And 10 is a 1, is a new beginning. Right? So when we begin new, it's saying, okay, we want to maybe do things different. The essence of this card. Every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light and then back again. This phenomenon in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyche. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light waiting so we can be reborn into a new phase. This calls to mind a native African prayer to the moon. May our lives be renewed as yours is. The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of waters on the earth. This same power in turn affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising from or hiding back into the unconscious. The invitation I will read at the end of the reading. So, you are called to be aware that in the next reading you're getting a new moon and you're getting a new beginning. Because this card is saying new beginnings. And it's the number 40, which is 4 and 0, which is the Emperor and the Fool. The Fool, the 0, is always a new beginning. So here you have the Empress and the Chariot, and then together, again, the Magician and the Fool. So already in there, you can read a whole story, right? I believe that in the next reading, you will have a clear, you're already starting now to imagine what's your new beginning. You're already starting to imagine where you want to go. This is like, for me, a woman that understands a lot, right? Because, first of all, this mushroom, the Amnamita muscaria, is used by the shamans, and this ritual has created the church, the Christmas time, where we are experiencing the darkest time of the year, which is in the solstice, right? The winter solstice. And that's when we go deep within and we eat this mushroom to get a hallucinogenic experience. And this woman is sitting here, she's half dark, half white. And I feel like, you also have emotions, have clarity, have masculine. All the queens are connected to water. And so she's water and air. Air is a masculine energy. So here it's water, which creates the clouds. And here is the masculine, which is creating a clarity. So here you have, though, up the dark and below the light. So it's almost the opposite. It's like saying, yes, these cycles shift, and one day you have the dark above and the light below, and the other days you have the feminine below and the light above, right? So there's always a shift, there's always a changing in season, a changing in how we feel. And I do use the moon that's traveling around the earth 28 days, actually 29 days and 12 hours to be precise, because it's constantly moving, but it feels like it's 28 days because then we really see that it's shifting again. So there is a very powerful message already for the next reading. I can see that. And you are ready, because this is a ladybug. There's 3 ladybugs. And you have 3 points up on your head with the third eye in the center. Right? So you are clearly knowing, I want what you want, and you will get it what you want. Then, of course, the first row, the first 3 cards, it's always a triptych, right? 3 is the past, the present, and the future, right? Or just in general, the way they align with 3. The 3 is always like there's these 3 connections also in the Indian prophecies, right? We have always Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic, right? So we always have a beginning, we have the middle, and we have the end. So here you are, a Leo is coming to you. This is a major arcana, and this is the strength card, but also a passion. Within yourself, you want to find a union, because that's what also Virgo does when the sun is highlighting you right now. The Virgo is looking at itself and it's saying, okay, where am I? Where do I want to go? And here you are looking at the passionate awareness of your inner wild side that you want to unite. Here, the same thing, you want to unite always the 2 sides. All the major arcana cards are about how to connect or bring duality together. And each zodiac sign has a different task to go through that. Here it is finding the balance between your right and your left side, finding the balance in your heart, finding the balance always as that justice, right? There is no justice, there is just preciseness. And the more precise we become, the more we give clearly both the black and the white an equal importance. We give, like the moon, one day we see the moon and one day we don't see it at all. It's literally dark up there. And of course you're holding then the world in your lap and looking up at the sun or maybe the moon. For me it's more the moon, right? Because it's at night. She's almost like she's holding now the earth, and she's clearly understanding, if I hold the earth in my arms and the moon that's circling around, again the moon coming, right? Through that new generation, these are all young people here. Through the young generation, you're able to help them to grow in their sexual energy. So there is a sexual energy. So she's holding the mother earth in her lap. There is out of her lap something growing out, right? He puts his head in her lap, and the moon is the dark, is the feminine, it's feminine. And here a woman sitting on a mushroom and is saying, yes, I want to bring something to the next generation. I want to help them to understand these cycles. Because after that you have, of course, here the real dark. That's what I said on the 21st of December. We have the equinox, right? The darkest point in the year, where the sun is the lowest, the longest night, the shortest day. And of course here you have again the Amnamida muscaria. You have it again. It's coming to you. And it's almost saying, in the month of December, something, the Wheel of Fortune, which is very interesting, because the Wheel of Fortune is exactly between these 2 cards. We have Virgo going to the Wheel of Fortune, and then comes Libra. So the Wheel of Fortune is between these 2, and there is a fortunate fortune telling. It's telling you that in the next reading, when you have your new moon, when you have that important moment, the new moon is the darkest in the sky. So here you have again then the knowledge, when you understand that you have the moon phase, the darkest, the feminine, also this illusion that you're sitting on the illusion, you're looking out with an umbrella made of the illusion, everything is illusion except here the dark and the light. So you are clearly awakening, coming to a very powerful realization, helping the young generation, giving them a possibility to grow strong and powerful, and overcoming addictions as well, right? But these addictions are natural addictions, because this is the natural cycle of going from the conscious into the subconscious. So here you are holding the power of the Wheel of Fortune, and you are bringing the message out, because this is the Knight of Swords, which is also an air sign. The Knight is a Gemini, almost like a partner to you, my dear Libra, right? Because you're also an air sign, but you are not a knight, you are a queen. You are a queen, and is telling the knight, here, go forward and help me with this message, because this message is important. This message is going to empower the next generation. And of course, you are helping the next generation to understand. You see here the 3 flowers, the 3 points down here, right? The 3 ladybugs crawling up. One is here at her skirt. The 3 reaching up, and the 3 here with the world and the child and the moon, right? 3 stages, 1, 2, 3 stages. The 3 is a very powerful number. So here you are with these 3, you're letting go of something that the next generation doesn't want anymore, and we're coming to the 2, which is of course here the 2 of Wands. So you have the 2 of Wands, and then you go to the Ace of Wands, right? You are going down, you're going to an awareness, an empowerment. But here the 2 is telling you that you are ready to lead as a feminine, as a woman, as an emperor, as the 4, right? The emperor, the feminine power as a 4. You are leading to the new energy. You are the only person that can really be precise in the shift to a new paradigm, to a new awareness, because I mean we are almost, I feel like it's the flooding of a lot of people don't realize that the earth is crying, the earth is flooded, and the people gotta rethink about how we go about the resources. And you come and you bring the message, you come and you talk about it, and you're going to change things, right? You going to rule without ruling them, really. Always be careful, because you hold them here on a leash, right? It's very interesting. But it's like you got to really awaken to the fact that you are in a cyclical energy always, and that you are awakening, right? You're awakening from within to this awareness. He's looking always to the past, the Virgo. The Virgo is giving the next generation the light to go this path. It's a very powerful path, and you are implementing it, and you are bringing it to fruition. You are saying, yes, I am the law. I am a law that is so precise, and it's not about justice. It's a law that protects the nature. Because if we don't, it doesn't protect the people, it protects the nature. The nature is our place where we can sit and where we can plan new things. And when you are like an empress, right? Because it's a masculine energy. It's not the empress, it's a masculine. It's the number 4, right? Here, the number 4, she can stand here in her place and rule, and she can also visualize things clearly, looking forward, knowing the changes in energies, knowing that dark And light, this is the sun, this is Leo, this is a Capricorn, right, is coming and speaking to you. And of course, this is an Aries. There is an Aries because this is the Aries, which is opposite of you, opposite of you. And so in the next full moon, you are standing here, right? You are now realizing the next new moon is helping you to give you the message of empowering yourself. So, and the young generation in their creativity, in their sexuality, all of them are beginning in the lab, coming out of the lab. Here coming, the spider is coming out of the lab, right? And of course, then the wheel of fortune being the karmic energy. It's almost like this is a karmic energy. You want to be responsible on that level, and you will be responsible on that level, right? Because the karma, you created this karma so you can go and speak up for all the people and become also not just a woman that sits and points the way, but also acting, not just thinking, acting. Then here you are, of course, dealing with the situation of what this earth is going through. And then next full moon, you are empowered, standing there, and you can give the young generation the power to really see what a personality like yours can achieve, right? You're achieving a very powerful energy. You're achieving that, helping others to follow, and you mark the point that they have the power to be really themselves, right? And of course, the yoga positions, like always putting the palms in together, putting the palms together is saying, here I am, I feel here the preciseness, the touch of right and left. Everything has its counterpart, and both of them have an equal power. Both of them have an equal right to exist. That's it, right? That's really what this reading is saying. So you are going to feel in the next month, in the next reading, I hope I see you there, because this is a very powerful message, right? That you are really in the equinox, right? In the equal day, equal night, and then next year with the Aries as well, right? These are the two moments in March and in October where we have the equal day and equal night. There is a powerful message coming to you. So I hope I see you in the next reading. I really love what I'm seeing here. I thank you so much for watching. Namaste.